Just win, baby.
What you doing? The Carolina Panthers! What y'all been doing all week long? It sucks. Dalton sucks. That should never ever happen. You know the Broncos won. You know the other team, the Chargers, they quarterback, they hurt. Now it's time to take advantage. What y'all been doing all week long? They home opener. This is how you come out with poverty-ass team. Garbage, 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 garbage-ass franchise. The Carolina Panthers, you have got to be kidding me. No quarterback. Garbage-ass, poverty-ass organization. But I'm not a poverty-ass organization. How dare you start hating us after you say you be talking us up and now you talking shit. No, I talk, it's real. This team is trash. You lost to the Panthers. You do not have, and you still don't have, Jim Harbaugh. I'll keep saying it every single week because that's the main problem. And the problem don't get fixed on the field, does it? You really think we've been making the playoffs with Gardner Minshew? Gardner Minshew, are you serious? It is what it is. This team is trash. Y'all lose to the Panthers. They're the worst team in the league. They got destroyed by two teams that lost this week. They got destroyed by two teams that lost this week. Panthers didn't face off against world beaters by any stretch of the imagination. What the hell were these guys doing all week? Where the hell was his defense? Poverty-ass team. Did the backup quarterback come in? O'Connell sucked. We'll see how this guy is, Aiden O'Connell. Is he a starting quarterback? No, he probably is just a very solid backup. No quarterback, no nothing. Team is garbage. If you want to understand where we're coming from, the score was 33-7. So this was a dominating blowout. This team is garbage. What can you say? No Jim Harbaugh, no quarterback. The Chargers have him. This team is garbage. Already the season is over. It's over. You should have been 2-1. You should have felt good before the inevitable, the falling out of the playoff picture, but you can't even make it 2-1, 1-2. Any given week in the NFL. Hey, the Clowns can look like the Clowns one week and look like dominating world beaters against the Jaguars and then proceed to lose against the New York Giants. If the Cleveland Clowns lose against the New York Giants and that terrible garbage offensive line, anything is possible. Be my guest. Deshaun Watson is a rapist, so hopefully they can try to sack the quarterback like he a rapist. Hopefully they can give him hits like they know that he a rapist. Hopefully they'll take the rapist out. Hopefully. That should be their motivation for next week. How will the Raiders be next week? The Cleveland Clowns lost the Giants. We should feel good, hopefully. I don't know how we'll do next week. Enough this garbage-ass team. Enough of the Raiders. Just fade, baby. Just fade to oblivion. 0 conference title games, 0 playoff wins, 0 home playoff games, 0 for where are we at? 22, 23, 25 years? Yeah, poverty-ass team. Poverty-ass result against the Panthers. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. This team really is a dumpster fire. If they lose back-to-back home games, the following 1-3. They're completely delusional. Okay, enough of this garbage-ass team. But PURDY is a joke. He's very clutch. He is a huge, giant choker. Did you see that today? 1-2. A mediocre game managing quarterback. A mediocre fraudulent game managing quarterback. It's 1-2 without Christian McCaffrey. He 1-2 without Christian McCaffrey. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. I look like I just got out of bed and sat back and watched TV on a lazy, laid-back Sunday, the day of rest. Yeah, my hair certainly looks like it. I just hopped out of bed. I didn't wash my face or anything. Sports all day. Nancy and Arsenal, fuck, that was so close at the end. Damn. That was so close. Son of a bitch. I thought if Gabriel Jesus would have just kicked the ball instead of dancing around trying to draw a foul and they get the corner, it's like, yeah, Gabriel Jesus fucked it all up. Y'all not here for soccer, so I'll end that right here. Yes, Arsenal still win the league. Yes, I do believe that. Yes, they're only 2 games back. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Blah, blah. They get a point at the 18. Anyway, that's done with that. PURDY is a mediocre game managing quarterback. They 1-2 without Christian McCaffrey. Can this team start winning when Christian McCaffrey comes back? Yes, but PURDY is a joke. And the Cardinals have a real chance at this division. How good are the Seahawks? I think they were lucky to have a great schedule, to be honest. The Patriots are not a great team. Obviously, the Dolphins don't have Tua, so that was a given. The Dolphins don't have a great backup by any means. And, they played the Donkeys the first week. The Broncos are a terrible team. So the Seahawks are pretenders because they haven't played anybody yet. Now, I think from what I've seen from the Vikings that they should be considered a contender. A contender to make the playoffs in the NFC. The Vikings should be considered a contender until we see how they do. Let's see how the consistency is, just how they do against division, like the top 2 teams, like the Packers and the Lions. So, I mean, they do have Justin Jefferson. They have a brilliant play caller. I guess the defense played great today, I guess, right off the bat. A C.J. Stroud interception. So, looks like the Vikings have a pretty good defense. I think they had a defensive score against the Giants. So, Viking defense is something that we have to keep an eye out for. If the Lions don't win the division, they're at the same stadium where they went 0-16 at Lambeau. They'll beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game. But I doubt that's probably going to play out because I think, look, that was the worst call ever. Seriously, they screwed the Cardinals today. 7 points. 7 points this way, they took off the board. 7 points the other way, they freaking scored because the referee made the worst call in the history of the world. What happened? It was approaching the 2-minute warning, right? The referee blows the whistle for the 2-minute warning. But there was a live play going on. The Cardinals had an interception, a pick 6 return for a touchdown. That's 6 points for the Cardinals. But no, the referee blows his whistle, the 2-minute warning, the play never happened. This is why I knew the Cardinals wouldn't win today. They got screwed by the refs. I told you there's no way the Lions are going to lose the game. And that's exactly what happened. The Cardinals got screwed by the refs. That was the worst call ever. That was the worst call ever. That was the worst call ever in the world. That call was terrible. I've never, ever seen anything like that. Let's see. Where are we at? 18, 19 years of watching football. That was the worst, one of the worst calls I've ever seen. Replacement refs don't count. Yeah. These refs screwed the Cardinals. But I'm not mad, because, I am mad that they're fucking over my team, but I didn't even bet on the game because I knew. Basically, I'm 3-0 predicting Cardinal games. I picked the Lions and the Bills to beat us. I predicted us to beat the Rams. Cardinals face off against Washington. I think they should beat Washington, to be honest. So hopefully referees give us some good calls next week. I mean, I know the Cardinals 3 straight games at home. They can't lose 2 out of 3 during this homestand. They got to get the win against Washington. I don't think Washington. The Washington team is on a short week, so this is the Cardinals going to bounce back next week. I see Marvin Harrison did score a touchdown today. Where's Trey McBride today? Where the hell was he? Where the hell was the running game? Where the hell was James Conner? The Lions still are a strong team. They're a very physical team. They run the ball well. Their defensive backs, they're covering very well. Cardinals really couldn't throw the ball downfield. The Lions have got good defensive backs. They've worked to shore up the secondary. I think the Lions gave the Cardinals some problems. I think the receivers not creating the separation. So, Lions are a great team. They're always going to be hard to beat. Cardinals give up a lot of yards. They get some key stops from time to time on defense, but this is still a defense working in progress. Travis Kelce scored a touchdown tonight. Hopefully he does. But Mahomes is at 22 regular season losses, and I think it's SoFi that's 22. So it is Atlanta GA. That's Gematria. It's not Gematria. It's Gematria. So, excuse me. It's pronounced Gematria, not Gematria. Gematria. Okay, Gematria. Everybody pronounces it the other way, but it's actually Gematria. Yes, he will. Go, come on then. Has somebody won me? Let's touch to. Next question. What the kid who delivered the prodigy home, the title home to Cleveland? That one, King Bundy. Tapping Kirk. Check it down. Check down Kirk. Soft zone right there. Easy. Made it easy. No linebacker down the middle of the field. Washington sucks. Cardinals going to win next week. Okay. That was the worst call ever. Yep. Lions to win NFC. I think the Vikings are they're not the best team in the division. The Dallas Cowboys. Everybody. The Dallas Cowboys. How about the Dallas Cowboys? Where's Stephen A. Smith with this Joker laugh this week on the Dallas Cowboys? Then they got destroyed by the Ravens. That was some definitely suspect scripted BS. The onside kick the Cowboys got. Oh, they kind of make it a game. They force a situation for the Ravens where they got to get the first down and end the game right there. It's some obvious scripted BS. But outside of the scripted BS garbage, The Ravens ran the ball down the Cowboys' throat like I said they would. Because Lamar Jackson only had 15 passing attempts the entire game. 274 rushing yards. Dallas Cowboys, let's stop talking about this mediocre garbage organization. This was a double whammy because the Eagles won. So the Eagles are on top of the division. Dallas Cowboys, they're now a game back. Now, assuming the Bengals win, the division is not tied at 1-2. One team is 2-2. So this hurts the Cowboys. Next week, I call them bounce back Bucks. Bounce back Bucks after the upset of the week. 49ers get upset was the upset of the week. Not garbage. I think the lock of the week next week, I think the Seahawks are pretenders. The Lions are going to win the game. You see, it is a bounce back week for the NFC West. Seahawks are 3-1, but then the Cardinals are 2-2. The 49ers are 2-2. How will the Rams do against the Bears? I don't think the Bears are there quite yet. I looked up Anthony Richardson's NFL passing stats. They're pretty mediocre. The Bears cannot protect Caleb. The Bears didn't even run the ball. I think the Rams should beat the Bears. I think the NFC West after next week, the Seahawks will be 3-1, and 3 teams will be 2-2. The Bears are the basement dwellers of the division. That game was rigged. Atlanta scored a touchdown? Whoa. It's such BS because you always do well on one point of the day, either the morning cap or the afternoon cap. And in this instance, the afternoon was spectacular, except for the Theta game. The Theta game was terrible. But everybody in the afternoon, okay, the 49er game, but the 49ers were a big favorite, and I decided I'm not including the 49ers after seeing all them big upsets. But these people are ruthless. It's like teams are scripted to forget how to play. No, there are 2 games on Monday. I think Jacksonville is 0-3, but we'll see what happens. Will the result of tonight's game have any implications on that game? If the Chiefs lose, will the Bills lose? I call that mafia. No team in the AFC is 3-0. If that scenario happens, if I understand correctly. They should beat the Falcons. I don't know, man. I think I got to go with the Packers next week. Jordan Lewis is playing. It's like they're the floor system, the Kyle Shanahan system. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It's the system. Buffalo Bills going to choke again. CWE, he gets all butt hurt when I talk about the Bills always losing, but I always tend to be right on that team. But I do have a year when they are going to win the Super Bowl. Come on, Patrick. Travis Kelce for the touchdown. Let's go. The stadium where Tom Brady won his 6th Super Bowl, you have to win at that stadium. Let's go, Pat. Let's go. Yeah, fuck the Raiders, man. I haven't read the comments yet. I'm sure everyone is just as mad as I am after that game today. What garbage that was. Now, those of us who are not delusional, who think we're going to make the playoffs and we're going to be the best team in the AFC, those of us who are not completely delusional, we thought we'd be sitting at 2-1 and we'd be feeling pretty good at least for another week. But no, not they can't even do the bare minimum. Yeah. Where the hell is the defense at? Oh, the Panthers? Yeah, they're going to lose against the Bengals, obviously. The Bungos and former Bungo Dalton. That sets up a pretty interesting game. I can't stand this Raiders ain't got no chance. What y'all been talking about? Ain't got no chance. What do you mean we had no chance? This team's a bunch of asswipes. I swear to God, this team is awful. This team is trash. Legit trash. Team is gay. I couldn't even bet on the Raider game because I couldn't even trust some BS that happened. Yeah. Is every division going to be close or it ain't going to be exactly going to play out like that? I see the Vikings traveled to England after that. They're 3-0 in England is 30. Their next game is at England, entering their game against the Packers. They're 3-0. That's called gematria. Packers 31. If Pack win, they're 3-1. If the Vikings lose, they're 3-1. But they could be going for 3-1. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's automatic. Falcons can afford to lose. I see what the Mafia did right there. No team is 3-0. Falcons, even if they lose, they're within a game. Falcons will win next week. The Falcons are going to beat the Saints next week because Derek Carr's looking like garbage. Now Justin Herbert is hurt. Now the Chiefs are going to win their division again. Mahomes behind his receiver. The Dallas Cowboys season is over. Cowboys are a terrible football team. They're not doing anything. The only time we pay attention to the Dallas Cowboys is when we get to listen to Stephen A. Smith's comedic rants on the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Eagles lose next week. Eagles are frauds. The Dallas Cowboys have to believe we got a chance at the division because we scored 19 straight points against the Baltimore Ravens. Cowboy fans are delusional. Cowboys, that's 3 decades ago. The 1990s. This team is washed up. Did the Travis Kelce score the touchdown? Let's go. No BS. Let's go. Get it done. Travis was close to scoring a touchdown last week. He didn't score last week. Well, he was close. He was a yard short. He was close. Now, timeout at the Atlanta 39-yard line. The Chiefs won the first repeats in Super Bowl 39. The ball is at the 39-yard line, 31 situation. Pacheco's hurt, so I wonder who's the running back. The Chiefs could have some problems in running game. The number one thing that hurts three-peat attempts is injuries, and Pacheco is a very key injury because this guy's facilitated the Kansas City Chiefs running game, Kansas City Chiefs screen game. Pacheco is not an easy guy to replace. Fraud Purdy, a joke. 1-2 without the MVP of the NFL, Christian McCaffrey. Well, what big of a lead did the 49ers have? It's great seeing Winer fans lose anytime they're in Los Angeles because obviously there are no fans in LA, but then there's some little bitch-ass motherfuckers who live in LA who are too pussy to root for the Rams, to root for the home team. So they're a bunch of bitches who root for the Lakers and they root for the 49ers and they root for the Dodgers. Like, these guys are a bunch of beta-ass cunts. They a bunch of bitch-ass motherfuckers. They don't stand for the city. They stand for being bandwagon. So that's what these fans are. They live in Southern Cal, but they root for the 49ers. They all die hard San Francisco, but we root for the Dodgers and the Lakers. One of them Southern Cal gangs need to punch you in the mouth. What y'all been doing? That shit don't fly here. Yeah, I like Bucks to beat the Eagles. Eagles are terrible. They're mediocre. They don't have garbage. They have Baker Mayfield. Herbert had to leave the game against the Chargers today. I was watching it. He aggravated his ankle injury. So the Chiefs are going to run away with the division again because Justin Herbert is hurt. I don't know how serious injury is, but we'll see if he's able to play next week. I haven't read any post-game news on Justin Herbert's status. Okay, while the game is going on, I think I'll be preparing the notes for next week. Last week was pretty rough. Yes, it was. But it's about identifying which games you want to play and which games you don't want to play. The biggest swing and miss, I think, was the Texans over the Minnesota Vikings. Houston is 31 in Gematria, so Houston can still go for 3-1 next week, whichever team they play. I thought Vikings were a pretender, but hey, they look pretty good. I think the Giants are a terrible team. I think Cowboys going to beat the Giants because I think, well, he's paid millions of dollars. Both quarterbacks are paid millions of dollars. But I think the Clowns are just a terrible team. The Cowboys destroyed them, and Cowboys are riding momentum. They'll remember it. His name is Kirk Cousins, and that's my only problem with the Falcons make it to the Super Bowl. This guy will never make it to the Super Bowl. Remember, this is a team that blew a 28-3 lead. Can we see some Mahomes magic again tonight? Hopefully, it's a close game. What does Mahomes have dialed up right here? No one was even covering the wide receiver. That's some gay-ass coverage right there. Bump and run is football. They don't do that anymore, do they? You know, you can bump with your man, and you can run with your man when you're a quarterback. Oh, it's going back! What now? It's still bullshit. That Arsenal couldn't win 2-1. That they had to concede a goal at the very last seconds of the match is gay. It would have been a bigger win because then you use that on the Ravens game. The Cardinals will still make the playoffs. Otherwise, Murray's a little midget man who needs to leave the team, but he's making the playoffs. Now it's been 3 years since we went 8-1. Now it's the time to get back in the playoffs. "36 months later, Cardinals is 36. Cardinals destroyed the Rams. They're going to beat them again. They're beat the Seahawks. The Bears are terrible. I guess our competition, I think, is the second team in the NFC North, I guess. NFC East is garbage. And the NFC South is our competition, too. Justin Watson in the game for the Chiefs, the receiver at the top of the street. Second and one, over inside, and Carson steals. He gets first down at the 17-yard line. Get in there. Travis Kelce. So enter Carson Steele, who made the 53-man roster out of camp, and really he wasn't thinking that was going to happen in May or June. Zero touchdown passes for wide receivers. Emily Reed, that's Hall of Fame vote material right there. Raiders and Browns, I never know. How many people bet on the Cardinals after last week? They plan these games out. Oh, Cardinals win big. Oh, they have momentum. They're going to beat the Lions. Blah, 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 blah. Then the Lions responded back. He can't even force it to Kelce. Mahomes playing like garbage. 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Chiefs are not winning the AFC. I ain't give a damn about no Super Bowl. They not winning the AFC. Next time, target Travis Kelsey in the red zone. Giants fall to 1-3, like Dallas is Camacho 13. Yeah. Giants fall to 1-3 again because of Dallas is Camacho 13. I mean, the Giants still have a terrible offensive line. They're not the Cleveland Clowns by any imagination. The Cowboys are a half game of the Eagles. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to see the Giants beat the Cowboys, but the Giants are terrible. Cowboys going to win that game. They stay alive for another week. What's Daniel Jones' record against the Cowboys? Not very good, is it? Daniel Jones is 0-5 on Thursdays. He don't do well on Thursdays. Can he get his first win against the Dallas Cowboys? Never say never. 0-6 like the sixth pick in the draft. Could be 1-5 like New York City. Where's the game going to be played at? New York City is 15, the New York City metropolitan area. The Cowboys at the Giants. Cowboys face the Steelers next Saturday Night Football. Cowboys will be playing for a winning record. That's what the business wants. The business says the Cowboys are going to win the game over the New York Giants. How many losses what's Daniel Jones' record against the Dallas Cowboys? Jones will fall to 1-8 against the Cowboys. He falls to 1-8 versus Dallas. It's Jones, that's Camacho 18. Louisiana's 18th state, the Super Bowl at Louisiana. So when we connect it with this is the year of the Super Bowl at Louisiana, then Cowboys are going to win the game against the New York Giants. Jones is Camacho 18, falls to 1-8 against Dallas. Plus, Cowboys faced off against Lamar the prior week. Lamar is Camacho 18. I like the prior week sequence there. Lamar's 18. Cowboys are coming off of a loss against Lamar Jackson. And Jones fought a 1-8 against Dallas. I like that. So, yeah, Cowboys are a lock to win. Otherwise, you guys really are cowgirls. The Ravens are going to win the AFC and the Super Bowl. That Steelers defense is pretty good. Steelers against the Colts. That was probably the problem with the Chargers Steelers game is that the Steelers are 3-0. They enter against the Colts. The Colts is 30. The Steelers are 3-0. So that's how the game was rigged today. I was going with Chargers undefeated against the Chiefs, but the Colts is Camacho 30 and Pittsburgh is 3-0 facing Indy. So that's what happened there in that game. Steelers got choked and missed the playoffs. That's a given. I still like the Steelers to miss the playoffs. Something tells me the Colts will probably get the win over the Steelers. Both quarterbacks are bad. Anthony Richardson is mediocre. Justin Fields is mediocre. What's it gonna come down to? Offense. The referee is favoring the Chiefs. Oh, that's a good call. Again, you can look at every metric out there as far as the stats go, but Jones fought a 1-8 against Dallas. Jones is 18. The Bengals are a lock to beat the Panthers. And let's say the Bengals win a tight game against Washington. Don't just blow out the Panthers. They're going to show the Raiders exactly how hot garbage their coaching is. And when you have a decent caliber quarterback, like a guy who made the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow, he's going to destroy the Carolina Panthers. Plus, Andy Dalton's a former Bengals player. He's a Bengals fan. He's going to give back to that franchise. I don't care who wins tonight, but I go the Chiefs. I know the game's in progress, but I'll kind of start with that game a little bit. Falcons and Saints, because I was assuming the Falcons would lose tonight, fall to 1-2, but improved to 2-2 by beating the Saints, who are coming off of the Eagles. And Eagles is Camacho 22. Like, those sequences do work. They do. I guess it all depends on the outcome of tonight's game. Get your head in the game. Stop texting. Watch your team. They're getting yards with ease in these last 2 weeks, but now I get the feeling the Chiefs are not getting yardage with ease. Raheem Morris being a black man who did terrible with the Bucks. I mean, it was never ever. He was never going to fall to 0-3 or anything like that. My lock of the week is the Cardinals over Washington. Lions to defeat the Seahawks. Period. The Seahawks, they're a pretender. Jared Goff beating his division rivals. Go Jared Goff. Beat their ass next week.
And you think about Atlanta's defense and what happened basically in August. They signed a great all-pro with Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon, who is at 15 and a half sacks a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
There's that strong catch and run ability to get the first down to the 48-yard line. Pick up with the Dustin.
To the 50. Here we go.
And he believes that Rasheed Rice is something special. And the reason he does is because of this right here. People don't get him on the ground. You just have to find a way to get the ball in his hands after the catch, about as good as there is in this league.
How many of the right wingers are going to bet on the Falcons tonight? Go Chiefs.
Take the same play against them here, this outside zone, and then really that play is framed to the south. And I'll go back to Mike Stingham and all the days where it began. But that play could go anywhere from the boundary all the way cut back, all the way cut. Inside the 35-yard line. It's pretty nice when you have just options. Monty here, I think they brought in August as well during training camp. Man who had the most rushing yards in the FBS college football game, 427.
I think we'll vote Kamala Harris because we will let the Democrat for Secretary of State, for governor, for senator. I like Kamala's chances here. John McCain State's going to go blue again. It feels good to be voting in a swing state where you have a direct effect on the election. Arizona is a swing state, so voting is not meaningless if you live in Arizona compared to California or New York, for example.
Things about this Atlanta Falcons defense, and it's paid well. Watch the way that he moves around. Anyway, he is a pass rusher on top of what he does is a stand-up linebacker. He had 7 sacks with the Saints a couple of years ago.
Tom Brady is right about the Chiefs' three-peat chances. The Chiefs had to execute the slimmest of margins to come back against the Eagles and the 49ers. This three-peat is just not automatic like people are making it out to be. Get it to Kelsey, come on!
Okay, that is magical on the part of Mahomes.
Now, Raheem Morris looks bewildered.
Watson's the one in the middle. But as Mahomes rolled out, did he step out? Nope. And rolled out. He pump faked to the deep guy. He pump faked to the flat guy. One guy went deep. One guy came screaming up and he hit the middle guy. That's what Patrick Mahomes does to defenses. He manipulates. It's a deep fake the count. There it is.
Back down, two of them, as a matter of fact, is Ibrahim inside. Is hit hard by Jaquan Graham, second time. And he's been involved here tonight.
Second really splashy play that we.
Oh yeah, I think she'll have a comfortable win. I think she'll get the early 300 electoral votes. Trump would have to be a big loser to lose by 320 or 330, 330 to whatever X amount of votes he gets.
Made the big hit and Graham. Guilty in the flag as well. So offset, we'll do it again.
But yeah, these people are using Trump to predict Donald Trump to win the election are doing Gamache a disservice. Donald Trump is 48, but then his daughter can become the 48th president of the United States. That's called Gamache. Next Trump in office, 48th president, Donald Trump is 48.
Yeah, and that's one thing that for Patrick Mahomes, I'm sure he's going to miss a little bit of the show and the ability to find the pass out of the backfield because so much of his offense, chipping the back, chipping the tight end, and get involved in the passing game.
Quick to right, Juju Smith-Schuster up to block for him.
KC Chiefs is Camacho 37. If they kick a field goal, it's 3-7. That scenario exists. I think Taylor or Swift is 77 if the game is tied 7-7.
Play 13 of this drive. And Mahomes is complete. It's raced to the end zone for the Kansas City touchdown. There is a flag down back by Mahomes.
Ah, flag? Is this going back?
Especially here with the officials.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's easy nothing called.
So good. It's the subtlety of the flicks of this offense. The inside receiver goes in a straight line up the field, and Rasheed Rice works all through. And that's exactly how this team continues to win.
So another long drive. This time they catch it. Touchdown pass to the second-year match from SMU. Used to be able to carry these penalties on a touchdown over to the kickoff attempt. With the new dynamic kickoff rule, you can't do that. So it becomes a shorter extra point for Butker. So he seems to take it in close and go for two from a short distance. Andy Reid's going to take the one here with Butker.
I want to avoid the Falcons Saints. How I stick with Cardinals Washington. Let me go to Dan Quinn on that one. Dan Quinn is born on 9/11. he'll be playing on Monday Night Football. He'll be coaching 12 days after his birthday. Washington to fall to 1-2, and the Bengals to improve the 1-2 for the season. But yeah, Washington's 47th loss overall. Dan Quinn's 47th loss overall. The Mets are probably going to be the wild card team. I'm not sure how they're doing against the Phillies, but they're ahead of the Braves by 2 games or a game and a half.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can spend Sundays with your teams. All in one place. Watch every game every Sunday. It's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. CJ Stroud putting up points with Milo's rewards. He is really cleaning up. The cards out with cleaning supplies in his carpet. In store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
It'd be serious BS if the D-backs drop out. But anyway, can't even watch the team play because the games are blacked out. They're not on YouTube TV. Oh, the freaking Mets. They're at home against the Giants. The D-backs will lose. They were up by 8 runs and they lose 10-9. Just seriously. They're up by 8 runs. D-fags, kind of fag pitching is that? You're up by 8 runs. Just throw strikes. What y'all doing? What y'all been doing? Oh, D-backs finished against the Padres. They're absolutely good. This team's going to miss the fucking playoffs. Jesus Christ. For Cardinals Washington, I'm looking at Kyler Murray's record.
At the 30-yard line, we have talked about we had the Chiefs City opener. We're in Kansas City, and here we are a couple weeks later. It is that combination that just sustains excellence with Reed. Kelsey, even if he's not getting the ball all the time, and Mahomes orchestrating it. Well, and the other thing is, there's 3 great players.
Hey, Kyler Murray dominates the NFC East. He's 7-1 against the NFC East. He can be 8-1 against the NFC East. And of course, Cardinals just come out to 81. It's just numbers don't lie. He's 8-1 against the NFC East. Cardinals just come out to 81. Bottom line is, I know there's some games where the result can go either way, but I feel great about the Lions beating the Seahawks and Cardinals beating Washington.
Connor has the ability to play on that edge and be able to make plays. Right? We've seen that already. Scored a touchdown, all those kinds of things. But what you didn't know, could he match up with somebody as quick as Ray McLeod? That was really impressive.
To the 34-yard line, Tyler Algier's 3rd year out of BYU. A good start to his NFL campaign as a rookie at 1,000 yards, and then less with Robinson here, but he's still a big factor in this Falcons offense.
So far, they're playing these outside zone runs just great. That time, Chris Jones, we talked about him as a pass rusher, but that time he anticipated what was happening, got out in front of it, forced it back in. Basically.
Rudy in motion. Cousins puts it up top. And one
Cousins is just not a great player in prime time. Are they going to call that on the Chiefs? Oh, they won't call that shit on the Chiefs.
They open Chris Jones up wide on the side that allows him to go one-on-one. And you will see at the top of the screen here, he is going to be able to work against Matthew.
Kyler dominates NFC East, so he's going to dominate them again.
And the right tackle, Caleb McGarry, got caught up in all the bodies afterward. He's the injured player for Atlanta.
Dan Quinn, let's just assume it's going to be his 47th loss as a coach. Cardinals' last championship in the year 47. 1947 NFL championship game. Are we them boys? I didn't realize the D-backs are up 8 runs against the Brewers. I got to check out the comments. These be some very good comments. I was watching Showtime Ohtani hit the game-tying home run, and Mookie Betts had the game-winning home run. I had baseball on my laptop. I had the Cardinals game on the TV. Gino and the Seahawks are pretenders. They're going to lose against Detroit.
Everyone's a tailgate. You know? Yes. That energy. Undefeated. We literally can't lose. Put on the rampage. Set solid motion. Among the important CRD items, new civic items, or all-electric prolong SUV. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it happen. With Honda's, the 2024 LUX8B.com is overall EV and hybrid brand.
Quinn's 47th loss to the winner of the 47 NFL championship game. Plus, if Washington's 1-3, Dan Quinn came over from Dallas. Dallas is coming out to 13. Washington sucks. I mean, they had to win a game by kicking 7 field goals. This team sucks. They can't finish a drive to save their life. So, yeah. That will be an easy game. Yep. I think yeah, Goff did beat the Seahawks in the playoffs. He owns the Seahawks. It's a Goff owns you tour. He owns the Seahawks. He owns the Cardinals. He's going to own the Seahawks next week.
And they are really trying to hang with this outside zone run. I mean, they tore up Philadelphia with this thing. And so far, Steve Spagnuolo's defense is just playing it perfectly. They got one early on. They got hit with a bootleg, but at this point, he has to really.
This is a game the Lions need for tiebreakers for the number 1 seed in the NFC. So Lions at home, the Lions are going to win. Oh, they call a flag. Is the play wiped out or?
There's also a flag about 10 yards from the line of scrimmage in the secondary. So 2 separate fouls to figure out here.
Yeah, you improve the 7-6 against Detroit. Jared Goff is 76. I think Jared Thomas. Goff is the gematria of 76. The Detroit Lions is 76. He improves the 7-6 against the Seahawks. Lamar Jackson. Jackson's 19. The Cowboys scored all 19 points in the fourth quarter today. Scripted. So yeah, Lions to beat the Seahawks. That's another game.
It's some start. Big hit. Hits for 54 receiving yards that he had in the first 2 games.
If Bengals are a lock, a blind squirrel can predict that game. They didn't run no numbers on that game. Rams and Bears is one of the big 50-50s of the hour. I think NFL cares about their Ram fan base, and they had no George Kittle. They had injured players. Yeah, 49ers have injury crisis. Cardinals have real chance at division. I think Packers gematria of 13. I think. Kirk Cousins looks pretty good. Who do you take between Palmer and Cousins? Cousins or Palmer?
Did you know Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company? They're one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. I'm also Peyton.
What's Justin Herbert's his ankle status?
Peyton. Great work. Thank you. For your insurance and financial needs, Peyton. Nationwide is on.
Oh, Taylor Haneke is their backup. He's pretty good.
Yes, the one that you emailed me. I remember the pitch. Oh, good days. What a title. Here we are. Very Victorian, which I love. Unique relationship is formed. I love unique relationships with the first. I know, because I read it. Great. I'm going to tell them you're interested.
After the loss, Jim Harbaugh told the reporters that going to the game, they have planned to remove Herbert if he showed any sign of a limp. Herbert has left the game in a walking boot, and it looks like he's already gone for Week 4 against the Chiefs. That Trump sucks. He sucks as much as Bolsonaro over there. I haven't been paying attention to all his mishaps. All his slurry is a joke. But the migrant Haitians are coming in and eating the dogs and the cats. What is this crazy guy talking about? Okay, little boomer. Okay. That's not what you need to do to try to win over independent, undecided voters. These are lunatic ramblings. Oh, Titans and the Dolphins on Monday. That is a cluster. Maybe Will Levis will win that game.
UCLA last year comes to the NFL, makes it as an undrafted free agent, and of course, Chris, he's got a backstory because he has his own pet.
Dolphins could be 1-2 against Will Levis. Levis, come out to 22. Dolphins stay alive for Tua. I think the Titans upset the Dolphins last year on the Monday Night Football, I think.
from their wedding reception taking place as we speak. Watching Carson make his first ever NFL start. Wasn't great timing. Today was the only day the venue was available. His sister sat out to save the date over a year ago. Carson was supposed to be a groomsman, but luckily they had the big screen. He's there in spirit.
He's at the wedding, participating virtually. Here he is with the run to the 44-yard line. Ceremony started at 4:30. Now, like, you think he's not going to be in the NFL, right? That's why he couldn't be at the wedding. They didn't think a couple of years ago he was going to end up being here on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, and what impressed Patrick Mahomes the most was he's finally starting to show a little swag to go with that hair. They used to playing looking like that, and those are called skinny jeans.
They are. Don't you have a pair?
Lots.
And first and 10. After 2 runs by Steelers, Mahomes looking up top. In the middle, it's Noah Gray. And tight attention to the 43-yard line. Skip at the 13. And the Chiefs continue to move it effectively.
Can you imagine seeing an alligator in the house? Nobody home. A friend has a key. He needs to go get something. And there's an alligator on the couch.
It's strange. Andy Reid, interestingly enough, a couple years ago, watched him when he was playing at Ball State. He was the left to the right. And Richie Rice, the tackle on the edge to limit the game. For Rice, A.J. Terrell, good quarterback from this Falcons team, made this up. Andy Reid loves his football, loves his college football. So Andy Reid would watch Thursday Night Football, matching, and he's at Ball State, so he's jumped on the radar because Steele is a 1,000-yard guy at Ball State. And then he's not with Ball State. He goes, where'd he go? Well, he went to UCLA for the 1 year, played for Chip Kelly, and that's how he was on the Chiefs' radar. Maybe that's going to undrafted free agent to the Chiefs running back. Second day, Mahomes. It's right here. After it's not the year short of the first down. Rex Phillips, the third. Rotating in on the defensive, rotates a bunch of personnel. Makes a third and short.
I'm so happy I got to play in the NFL and read all the people. It's crazy.
Well, how people get here? Needs to be good on third down, 4 or 5. That's far enough.
Are they gonna go for it?
A couple of years here, every start in the division with the Saints. There for the stop. It's at the 35. It's 4th and 2. And we sent Butker out for the field goal attempt.
That's the kind of clever stuff right there. Like I'm going, look how far off this throw the ball right there. But then watch what they did with defense. Jump right underneath the route, so they were trying to bait him into that throw. After Mahomes knew that.
There's Butker. He went 51 yards against Cincinnati. 53 yards.
This guy's muddy.
Continues a very strong season. Smith attempts 50. Butker from 53. Takes this up to a 4-point game. Here at left.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Okay, let's get going.
I think the Falcons are a legit team. They've got Kirk Cousins and young playmakers that were not used right last year under Arthur Smith. They get rid of him. They have a different play caller, and they will be used correctly. I'm not sure who their offensive coordinator is.
Everybody get out.
Let's check Allstate first for a full look at your saving money. See, Allstate is good hands with Allstate.
I gotta read the rated comments from today. I mean, these people cannot be happy with the game. All these people wasted their money to see a 33-7.
Every fall, we say hello to a changing.
Antonio Pierce says some players made business decisions after the loss.
It's center stage for handoffs and trunk spots.
I thought I keep a comb here. Where is it?
Here for what's ahead.
just don't get better than this.
Sometimes to survive, you must become more than you were programmed to be.
The Wild Robot is a cinematic achievement on every level. And the best animated movie of the year.
I will register that as a 10.
The Wild Robot in theaters Friday. Let's say retire.
What not? That's big. I need to see your discount.
You mentioned Mr. Roger Goodell earlier. First, there he is. His left game, taking the game tonight. And also here for the honor for Falcons owner Harvard Blank, who rose in the team's ring of honor at halftime. T10 after the buzzer field goal. And City gets the ball and starts second half. This hand with it. It'll be a touchback.
Well, let's go to week one against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Cousins was in the pistol formation and squared off. But tonight, like he was a week ago against Philadelphia, they're back under center and coming back to the bootleg and play action. And how do you know? Plays look the same, whether he's handing it off or bootlegging out of it. And this is truly the bread and butter of what Kirk Cousins wants to do. And the linebackers just don't know. They got to sprint one way, and then they got to turn back the other way, and it's a tough offense to play. But so far, the Chiefs have done a really good job.
Nice job by the Chiefs, really closing the gaps on the outside, getting there quick.
Official work from the team. He is questionable with a knee. He has not tested it out. Just been sitting on the bench. Coaches and players have been coming over.
I think the public needs the Chiefs comeback after seeing the Panthers beat the Raiders and seeing the 49ers bust up the parlays today. My Lord. Ruthless bastards. They won't even give 1 week to the public. Son of a
It's one of
bitch.
the difficult parts of some of their running game is you get offensive linemen running so fast in multiple directions. And sometimes
Who thought Inter would drop points against Milan? Damn. Inter did not defeat Milan in the Milan derby.
That's rare.
Arsenal and the goal spread was the best bet of the day. And the Ravens over the Cowboys were the best bets of the day. The South Dallas Cry-Girl defense, mediocre, everything that needs to be said about it. I rest my case. Mediocre, awful, soft, all words that can describe the current state of the Dallas Cowboys defense. Antonio Pierce says some radar players made business decisions.
It's easy to Sunday when you have Bud Lights in hand and a bar filled with friends. The Cardinals beat the Rams thanks to nearly 500 yards of total offense.
I think there are definitely some individuals who make business decisions will make business decisions going forward as well. Antonio Pierce told reporters post-game. So what is Antonio Pierce referring to? Two 3-and-outs and a missed field goal, absolutely brutal. Man, he's accusing some players of making business decisions. is just missing out on the first round draft.
Slowly makes his retreat on.
How do I keep my protection against COVID-19 with a COVID shot this season? You can get
We're a terrible, mediocre organization.
It's recommended by the CDC. Ask your healthcare provider and look at vaxassist.com.
my pledge to be safe.
Coming up for the halftime face mask break and saying that the Eagles got it back, and Lamar and Derek Henry ran all over the Cowboys down and down.
It's great to see Baltimore next week. Stadium Atlanta tonight. You're seeing some of the members of the Ring of Honor.
Can't blame Derek Carr for this contestant.
Into that Ring of Honor at halftime, and Matt Ryan goes in a couple of weeks on a Thursday night. Second and 8 concerts and from behind. And then the ball comes out. No whistle yet.
Oh, who kicked the ball out of bounds?
Sideline. First, have to go back and determine, was it a forward pass or was it a fumble? As you put the whole thing together, and then as I mentioned, the kick on the sideline with the ball by Robinson to avoid the Chiefs' recovery is the reason for the flag. But first, the determination on the ball coming out. And we have 4 officials discussing that right at the spot where the kick happened.
It looked pretty obvious that he did it on purpose, but who knows?
Brady Terry McCauley. Terry, the definitions here regarding kicking the ball for a player like Robinson in that situation.
Yes, intentionally striking the ball with the leg is illegal in kicking, which he obviously did.
During the play, we're going to kick the ball. Offense, number 7. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Second down. And that ruling on the field of the pass as well is a fumble, not an incompletion.
Here's Nick Bolton, so he's going to fake. And then you're going to come in like this and end up with a free rusher off the other edge. And so when Tranquil came inside, there was nobody left there to block Uzama. And so he came completely free. Nice job of team defense getting a free rusher and that sack fumble.
And Cousins was loaded and ready to throw. And then Felix, the first-round pick from last year, who they really want to see develop as an edge rusher, comes across again. Now, Andy Reid's coming over to have a conversation about should it be 3rd down, because the play was 2nd down. It's also the conversation about a potential 10-second runoff with that foul in the last 2 minutes. But very rarely you get the kicking foul. And so everybody's going through to make sure they've got this properly adjudicated.
Well, it's interesting, does Andy want the 10-second runoff or not? Because he may get this ball back here.
The clock will start on that stand.
Agree with that decision, too. Now you just have to make a stop.
And the down markers now say 3rd down, and that's what Andy Reid was primarily concerned with, because that should have had a loss of muscle down on that foul. And that was not mentioned in the announcement, but that does carry loss of down. So even though not in the penalty announcement, it is correct on the down markers on the field. This is 3rd and 18.
Go Chiefs.
Relatively Cousins triple the snap, and somehow Robinson is there to pick it up and save the day. Gets to the 27. Kansas City timeout with 1:45 to go. How about those couple of plays?
All right, remember we've got the new center in there with Duzel, and I have never seen this. You know, it's unbelievable as much football as we watch. I have never seen a fumbled handoff that would look almost like an executed play.
Worked out well, right?
This is Things are getting crazy around here tonight, Mike. I'm just telling you, there's something going on in the atmosphere around here.
It's the first night of fall. That's what it is. And that might go down as a pass, actually. It's a muff backward pass. What that becomes.
What is that?
Forward. It's just not pretty. It's not what it is.
I've never heard of that either.
There you go. See, 3 or 4. It is being scored a run for the moment. In any case, it's 4th down. Bradley Pinion will pump the goal. Hartman standing back at the 25-yard line. Kansas City with a timeout, minute 46. Fantastic. Do something here. Not a good hit from Pinion. Hartman backed away. Kansas City down at the 34-yard line by the Falcons. So 97 seconds in the timeout for Mahomes. Wait, the Olympics didn't have to throw it. Dan hits around the games. Is there swimming coming? No, we're back in the hole of the 96 Olympics.
When does Patrick Mahomes lose his first game of the year?
At U.S. Bank, we think the best relationships should feel easy. Laughing should feel easy. Getting more serious should feel easy. You know what else should feel easy? Setting up direct deposit to your new account. Obviously. Easy setup of direct deposit. Long-term happiness for all. That's the power of us.
What you got to say?
Blue bounce. Hang on now.
I think if the Chiefs are coming off of the 9th repeat in NFL history, they can go for their 9th consecutive win. 6 straight wins to end last year and a 3-0 start. That's 9 straight wins. So I think they should be able to win.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus free delivery. Because cooking food is a lot more fun than shopping for it. It's Walmart Plus included caramel.
How's the Falcons running game doing? Carson Steele, 6 carry, 26 yards.
25% off the burger. That's 25% more savings to put towards things you need. Like nothing. Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Never heard of Carson Steele.
Also, individuals will customize his car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Got it? Did you get that? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. For one week. For brothers and magazines on a roll. For glory. For the Cup. The President's Cup on NBC, Golf Channel, and Peacock.
College football, we've got a Peacock exclusive for you. Number 3 Ohio State. Peacock Kirk Cousins on top. Michigan State. It's Saturday, 7:30 Eastern, only on Peacock. Big weekend of college football on NBC and Peacock. College Football Hall of Fame here in Atlanta. All those helmets displayed. One timeout, 97 seconds for Kansas City. Taking over from their own 34. Mahomes. That look good. It's a T-line for about 5 to the 39-yard line.
Carson Steele will probably score a touchdown if his sister is getting married today and he can't make it due to his NFL obligations.
Arnold Ebiketie getting there. Mahomes able to spin and throw the incompletion to avoid the sack.
I think there was a receiver close enough, right? Even though he crossed the line of scrimmage, he runs out there, and it's a heck of a play by Mahomes. All those extra workouts he does, how did he not go down there?
Delanie Morris, who's the starting left tackle in this game, got beat there by the third-year man out of Penn State, Ebiketie. Third spot.
Falcons up in the 6-man look. We'll see if they bring the pressure or not.
Big Mahomes throws the pressure. Good anticipation. Nearly intercepted by Kitsy Bates. Working behind. Kansas City got it back. Good field position for a 2-minute drive, but they go 3 and out.
Jesse Bates, who made the game-winning interception a week ago and just could not hang on to that one. They've had, I guess, now 10 interceptions with tonight. And he's had 7 since he's been here in Atlanta. He is the interceptor.
Matt arrives to the first punt of the night. Avery Williams back to receive.
Yeah, Carson Steele or Travis Kelce.
Space goes forward to the 30. Falcons will take over there. 2 timeouts, 59 seconds left. They're pushing, they're shoving. Everybody's going to their sideline. We're coming back in 30 seconds to Atlanta.
Yeah, probably a scripted comeback for the Chiefs again. The running back in place of Pacheco. His sister is getting married today, and he cannot make it because he made the roster, and now Pacheco's out, and so on the day that his sister gets married, her brother will score the game-winning touchdown if you can't script it any better.
So we head to this final minute, 59 seconds. Falcons taking over their own 30. So that quiet, that's been a quiet first 10 quarters of the season for Travis Kelce. 6 catches on the year. And moving up front, Chris is about to ask you 2 backup offensive linemen in here for Atlanta in this final minute.
Yeah, Goff improved to 76 against against the Seahawks. Detroit Lions is 76. What about Geno Smith? Geno Smith is 37th loss against Detroit. Detroit's 37. His 37th loss of his career against Detroit. Detroit's come up to 37. Lions are a lock. Intercepted! The Chiefs can score a touchdown here. He got hit in the arm and really impacted the trajectory of his throw.
This offensive line simply has been no match to some of the penetration and the pressure from the Kansas City Chiefs, where they've had success has been outside and bootlegs and move them around a little bit. But right now, for Kirk Cousins, he's looking for answers.
Plenty of time. They can still score a touchdown. Plenty of time. Here we go. Yeah, Geno Smith, 37 loss of his career. What is his stats against the Lions, against the NFC West? The NFC Central. It's called the North.
He's in that role. Finding space and good enough to see every time that Travis and Pat talk about prices up there this thing.
And it's a little bizarre how limited ball Travis Kelce has been this season.
Second and 2. On to the matter from Mahomes. Off the spot. Looking to create. Wants it up to the end zone for Q2.
Number 15 with the incompletion. 15 seconds left.
Once again, Judon is going to come
Get them all right there.
This Atlanta defense really given a short field to defend, able to do it and force some under field goals.
Now let's give some credit to Jimmy Lake and this defense of the Atlanta Falcons. That's a tough spot to be put in, and they have just answered the call all night long against clearly one of the best players that's ever played this game.
This one's for 44.
Champions is 44. The repeat's 44. The three-peat is 44. Three-peat is 44. The three-peat is 59.
The first on the field goal, 6 for 6 on the season, 1 point game as we get close to halftime. It's the start of the season, right? So you're still trying to figure teams out. Look at what we saw today. All these teams we were sure were not very good. They went Carolina. So you can really get a sense. But Atlanta, I feel like as we watched them play on Monday night, they were getting this thing figured out. Because there's new pieces, and Cousins coming off the Achilles, maybe their build is a little bit slower, but they've got a tough schedule, so they don't have a lot of time to waste here.
And they have big issues right now. They have 2 offensive linemen that, at least for now, are going to be out for the second half. And I think we've already seen that they are not going to be capable of just playing a traditional drop-back game here. So you're going to see, I think you have to see some play action, some bootlegs, get the ball out of Cousins' hands, because you certainly can't get him hurt out here. And it's a difficult situation. This is
I still can't believe we lost.
When you throw in 2 new offensive linemen, that's tough.
Good answer about Kansas City was second.
Script the NFL. It's like these two teams met in Super Bowl 57, the Chiefs and the Eagles, and the Kirk Cousins faces off on prime time against the Eagles and the Chiefs back to back.
27 throws for Mahomes for 128 yards. 1 touchdown to 1 pick. The sack on Cousins, 8 of 11, got off to the good start to Kirk on an opening drive, 5 of 5. So where do you see Kansas City's offense without Pacheco here through his first half?
Well, I mean, obviously, they're throwing the ball 27 times. That's a lot in the first half. So they don't have that physical tough element that they're used to. And I'm just flabbergasted. I mean, 1 game, big deal. 2 games, all right. It's the 3rd game now where we have not seen the magic of Mahomes and Kelsey, and I can't really explain that.
10 quarters played, 6 receptions. Here's Lewis.
Running a momentum swing with that interception. What's your message to the team after that one?
You know, it's a good job, Mark.
Well, what was it by the Masons? Was it 33 straight Premier League matches undefeated for Man City? The Masons, the 33 again. I see you guys. where Gamache Stones is. Haaland did score his 100 Man City goal uh, in the Arsenal City clash. The scripted 2-2 draw between Arsenal and City. Haaland is 100 goal against Arsenal, the first goal of the game in the 9th minute. Arsenal, they last won at City 9 years ago. Calafiori, 21 prior minutes, scoring 22nd minute. The Italian, the fullback, scoring the 22nd minute, his first goal as an Arsenal player. 21 prior minutes against City. It's City, that's 21. It's Title, that's 21. He's from Italy. It's Italy, that's Camacho, 22. The game ended 2-2. He scored the first goal in the game. Man City entered 47 consecutive matches unbeaten. At home, it is Arsenal, that's from reverse. Calafiori's 47. Stones is Camacho of Arsenal. He did score in the 98th minute against the Gunners. It's Gunners, that's Camacho, 98. A scripted 98th minute stoppage time, extra time goal, or stoppage time goal for the champions of England. And at one point, Arsenal were up 2-1, defending down a man. Arsenal looking to win the first Premier League title in 21 years, and they will do so. They will win the Premier League. What's Camacho of Gabriel? Gabriel is Camacho 45 in the reverse. After 45 minutes, Gabriel scored to put Arsenal up in the 45th minute. Rigged by Masons the month of May. It'd be the 33rd month after the Queen's death. The Queen was an Arsenal fan. This is the 33rd edition of the Premier League. Arsenal are 3-3-0 across all competitions. They are 3-2-0 in the Premier League. A draw in the Champions League gives them a 3-3 record for the season. The Queen was she became Queen in 1953. He was coronated in the year 53. Arsenal 5 matches, 3 wins. The red card for Trossard happened in the 53rd minute, 45 minutes in the 8th minute of stoppage time. 53rd minute red card for Arsenal was a scripted tribute to the Queen. Arsenal did get the 13th points. Instead, Man City got the 13th point for the year. The Man City cheats again. The referee, who the UAE pays to officiate matches at the UAE. The BS red card, the BS extra minute of stoppage time. The narrative is that there's too much to beat when you're up against a bunch of oil. That's kind of what we're dealing with. Arsenal are in fourth place after this match week, and Man City have won 4 straight Premier League titles. They did drop their first points after 4 previous matches for the Premier League campaign. And at one point, Man City did have 12 goals and 5 allowed for the Premier League campaign. Pep Guardiola is 125 and Gematria. Pep Guardiola in reverse is 64 and Manchester City 64. So the world of football is all rigged through Gematria. Eight goals, 3 allowed for Arsenal. Footballs, Gematria 83. Rigged. Rigged for the masses to think that Man City are going to run away with the Premier League title. They thought Liverpool were also going to run away after Easter last year. So it's the same exact BS script in action where it didn't matter. Man City were in third place. They won the Premier League last year. And Arsenal are in fourth place. So what the? They're still going to win the Premier League. As a matter of fact, 2 out of 3 goals allowed by the Arsenal occurred when they were down a man. Only allowed 1 goal when they had 11 men on the pitch. That's kind of what we make sense of as far as the Queen goes. The coronation year of 53. September 8th was also the day of the Queen's death. Man City scored in the 98th minute. It's just the 33rd edition of the Premier League. What you'll find is that they will easily win the rest of their matches. The Arsenal will beat the Man City at the Emirates. Without Abu Dhabi and the referees, of course. February 1st is actually the 32nd day of the year. 2-1 is February the 1st, which is 2-1, which is 21 years ago. Arsenal won the Premier League. That's the day they're going to win the Premier League. On a day that is 2-1, last Premier League title 21 years ago. How many days from today would they face off again in the next round between Arsenal and City? $132 and it's 133 end days included, and 19 weeks later it's a Pep would face off against Arsenal again. It's Pep, that's Camacho 19. What was 133? I think I've seen in the calculator. Football in reverse is 133, and the football season in the English country, the English-speaking country, will be decided 133 days, and they included the next match between Arsenal and Man City. Any connection with the trip to Bergamo with the outcome of the match today? Now, you notice it's 11 points in 5 matches. That is 115. The 115 charges against Man City, 11 points in 5 matches, scripted draw. When we think about the 115 charges for Man City. So I think we just have to type in Bergamo. Or Jewis. Arsenal playing 56 minutes with the red card, coming back from facing off against Atalanta. Atalanta is Camacho 56. Arsenal, they played 56 minutes down a man. Their prior opponent was Atalanta. Arteta says, obviously, it's a miracle. We played 56 minutes at the ATI with 10 men. What we have done, blah, 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 blah. Atalanta is 56 in Gamacha. Atalanta, Bergamo Calcio is under 32, and under 32 days from today would be the next matchup between Arsenal and Man City. Freaking bastards. 39 days should have been the Arsenal 39th win, but you know, bastards robbed Arsenal of the win. You bunch of fucking cunts, bunch of dickheads. Screw you guys. I know this shit don't mean nothing. I know it's only part of the narrative. Oh, they dropped the points. They won't win. I'm sitting here on top of the table. They're not going to win. When will the refs give Arsenal the favorable decisions? Or are they going to overcome the refs? Arsenal win the league. I knew City would win last year. Arsenal is still going to win it. They're going to win it February the 1st at the Emirates. Don't try. Don't try. Don't try. Let's go. Come on now. Enough of the soccer. Get Big Tone in the zone. Get Big Tone in the zone now. Come back and win the game. We out on the field. I'm out on the field. You out on the field. Man, that was a bad attempt at a tackle. The biggest joke of a tackle, I think, was the USC safety on the Michigan running back where he ran like 70 yards or whatever into the red zone. And you know, if he wraps him up, you know, USC stopped Michigan.
And he's able to just maintain. He's just a big, strong, powerful guy that finishes plays.
Go Steel!
Well, and Travis Kelce, I'm sure, is beginning to wonder, you know, exactly what is going on because this is game 3 here. My guess is that they're just going to feed him the ball because I've seen it.
Feed the beast the ball. He hungry. He hungry.
Everything in the offense just starts clicking.
Slides it underneath right after Kelsey ranks straight. Ranks cuts underneath and gets the first down at the 36-yard line. So that's always the question, Chris. You take away a star guy, but did he still have an impact on the game because it makes it easier for the other one?
Well, you saw it right there because Kelsey ran a crossing route over the middle, and then right behind him is Rice coming in there and for some open space. There's a gravitational pull that goes with Travis Kelce.
He's got to score tonight. Here we go, Trav. Get over there. Okay, Zach. Zach Seaman. I like the Bills. I think the Jaguars can make a comeback after starting 0-3. That's just my 10 cents. We'll see what happens here in that game. I'll be here tomorrow anyways. You'll be here for some football. Nice strong run by Steele. Number 42 stepped up in the game. The Chiefs are 4-2 in Super Bowls. NFL ring. Chiefs, they won the Super Bowl in Arizona. The first repeat since Super Bowl 39. It's Arizona. That's 39. Okay, I knew the Niners had zero chance of winning the Super Bowl last year. Okay, are they going to run it to Steele or are they going to give it to Kelsey? The ball's at the 3-yard line, right? Never heard of this guy before the game, but I'm happy for it.
Last week, Mike, exact same thing. They came out in the second half. Andy Reid, the offensive line, whether he is, went in there and said, "All right, guys, forget about it. We're going to get the ball to Kelsey. We're going to run it right down the field." And what have they done? Taking it right down the field.
They're not in the business of getting Kelsey touchdowns. They're in the business of winning football games. Play action. I like the direct snap idea.
And that, I guarantee you they have like 5 plays off of that, right? So that's step one. And then at some point they'll do it again. But when you have a 230-pound back catching the ball and just running straight ahead behind those 3 guys inside, stop.
And now Leo Chanel, starting linebacker, comes in the backfield. Terrific running back in his high school days in Wisconsin. Leading the way.
Okay, third down. Now's the call to get it to Travis Kelsey.
It is interesting. Leo Chanel is a guy that they say pound for pound is the strongest guy on this team. He comes out now. Because this really turns into a passing situation. And now you have to keep your eye on Kelsey Rice.
Oh, Judon, he's from the Patriots. I think they faced off in the playoffs in 2019.
But Judon is that guy, right? He is the guy that this team
Saints or
has been
Patriots?
missing for almost a decade.
The Saints is Cameron Jordan. Judon was the Patriots. That's right.
Has the athleticism to run down Mahomes when everything's on the line. And once again, despite the fact that this drive did not go well for the Atlanta Falcons, they stand up in the red zone and they're staying in the game.
Buster's third field goal attempt. It's Kansas City.
Hopefully, the Falcons scores. There'll be another Mahomes drive. I wonder how many fourth quarter comebacks he's had in the fourth quarter. Could this be a choking moment for Atlanta? A victorious moment for Atlanta? A very interesting drive coming up for the Atlanta Falcons. Can they punch it in for a touchdown? Can Patrick Mahomes work some magic? It's a very interesting trajectory where the game is heading towards.
You get a cantina chicken burrito in a bowl with that seasoned, slow roasted chicken I like, please. You have a course in your house? I got a Taco Bell in my house. Oh, there it is. Gina's no big champion. He was good night chip.
Game was scripted. They talk about the Arsenal City match. 2-1 score at 16-1. Fuck. All he had to do was kick the ball the other direction. I'm talking about Gabriel Jesus, but no. Start dancing with the ball on the sidelines and all they force it out for a corner kick. It's like, what the fuck? Someone check Gabriel Jesus' bank account if he got paid off by the UAE as well. Seriously. Yeah, a lot of you guys don't like soccer, but I watch soccer too. I was watching everything. Baseball, soccer, and football. All 3. I was watching Showtime Otani. I was watching a little bit of Jorginho. I was watching the Chargers and the Steelers, like Cardinals-Lions game. The end of the 49ers Rams game, in the Arsenal Man City, in the Derby della Madonnina Milan and Inter. When you're a huge fanatic, you have a screen on your phone, you have a screen on your laptop, you have a screen on the TV.
Sunday Night Football brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. Find Lowe's for more with the Lowe's app. Download it now. And by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G
there and you just order a hot dog and they yell at you the whole time. I'm like, what did I do? It was really fun though.
It was comfortable for some of us. 16-14, first lead of the night for Kansas City. Line drive kick here. Will be returned. Avery Williams cannot get back to the 30-yard line. That's 27 for the Atlanta offense.
So the outside zone offense that worked so well a week ago, not so much tonight. They're going to go for the outside leg of that tackle, and then you read that. And so you can see, you can cut up in the first hole, second hole, cut all the way back. The Chiefs have done a nice job.
Yeah, that's been the most frustrating thing ever.
Is he uses his eyes to try and get line.
A correct score prediction of 2-1 at 16-1 at bonus odds, and you're seconds away from winning. What the fuck? These bastards. Go Chiefs. Don't look like Joe Kelsey's getting in the end zone tonight. This could be a field goal ordeal.
But neither one of them have played a single snap on offense this year. And so when you're doing something like the outside zone, it's sort of like synchronized swimming. You've got to learn to all move together one way or another.
So I'm very happy the Lions won today. You're wondering what the hell? You a Cardinals fan? You're happy the Lions won? Well, let me explain. I put futures on the Lions to win the NFC. So 2-1's a lot different than 1 and 2. So in that regard, I was happy the Lions won. I was pissed that the referees took away the touchdown from the Cardinals.
Then Matt Ryan, who gets honored here in a few weeks through Breeze and Marino, in a little bit less than a throwing year, although they were ahead by 5. And now that's good company right there. 32, and Cousins, Justin Silken, Regulus. How about a hand on him? Like, be honest, Cousins was trying to find some space in that
We're down!
Don't blame the offensive line for this one. This protection is fantastic. Now, they only bring a 3-man rush.
What kind of play call is this? There's no wide receiver going down the middle of the field. It's like this is poor play design. When Kirk Cousins is facing pressure down the middle, you need a receiver down the middle that you can just throw the ball to. That was terrible play design. There wasn't any receiver to test the middle of the field of Kansas City's defense. Terrible play design. See, if I was a color commentator, I'd be calling out offensive coordinators. I'd be calling out terrible offensive, defensive schemes. And okay, Falcons should, in all likelihood, beat the Chiefs. Mercury Harris, the Dolphins running back, did he pass? Is that what this is about? Oh, damn. Eugene Mercury Morris, number 22 on the Dolphins. Are the Dolphins 1-2 right now? You know what? After Mercury Morris's death, number 22, the undefeated 17-0 Dolphins team, I like Dolphins to beat the Titans. Levis is Camacho 22, so that he's going to commit turnovers. The Dolphins are going to win. They're going to rally behind Tua Tagovailoa.
Go ahead, press the button.
Oh, it's glowing.
You should do this more often. We kept the feeling with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And feel like you're getting a deal with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
And now your action weather broadcast. We've got shifting weather conditions on the horizon. Expect high winds. Scattered thunderstorms. All on and dense fog.
Leonard's is 98. Gamache, they scored 98th minute goal. Man City. Scripted match. Scripted.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places. We'll be back home to the underground. Up from here, up from there. Footballs everywhere. Super Bowl champion.
Now let's take a look at the Walmart Flex 4K. And let's do the Walmart wall. How about that? Those three interior superstars, Joe Timmy, Greenhoff, Trey Smith. They look over on that last fight, not just with protection, but moving people down the field in big moments. And those guys, just like they did a week ago, flipped this game in the favor of the Kansas City Chiefs now.
They go there at the 20-yard line.
Nice strong run again.
That's 6 on that carry for Anderson tackle.
So here's the problem. So even with 5 down linemen, which is what you do anytime you want to try and get in there and try and stump the run, they still can't really stump it. It has been a little bit of the power. They're using Joe Tooney now to pull around and lead up through almost like a fullback. And the Falcons having a tough time with it.
2nd and 5 is Mahomes complete the
That number 4 is a pretty good draft pick.
1 yard short.
His name is Worthy. I think I added him to my fantasy team.
You know, even when you go to the Kansas City Chiefs aren't as good as we're used to, they're still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's in a hot bar.
yeah, and they sort of methodically kind of grind their way back into this game. Now you just got to go, okay, that's 3 right in front of us.
Of course, Ellen Blue might get way to go. Hand it off up the middle again. Carson Steele has the first down to the 31-yard line. So they just run Steele, and you're talking about that wall inside there with the Chiefs. And it's right back to their bread and butter. And that's the great teams. They've got different ways to beat you. This is one of them here.
Yeah, I mean, you just watch how all this begins to go that way. You know, and the timing of those blocks, because they're double teams, they turn into, you got to get up on the linebacker. And that's what happens.
Crazy. Some guy who wasn't even on the team is playing running back.
Good snap. Back to Mahomes. Throws in the middle. And there it is. The timing perfect. Mike Hughes, the Grace came across the middle. Broke free for a gain of 27 yards.
All right, Carson Steele, everybody at the wedding, pay attention. Here you go. Watch this block right here. It's going to go all the way across the formation, pick up the pass rusher. Let's protect the franchise. Why not? And let's get the ball to one of the other franchises here, Rasheed Rice, is just putting on a show.
He has 11 catches on 13 targets tonight. Over 100 yards. Xavier Worthy in motion to the hands of the speedster. Worthy cannot get going. Simmons read it from the safety spot and limited the gain to 1 yard.
And they're trying. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons are trying.
What if the Chiefs kick a field goal? First repeat in 19 years, and they kick a field goal, go up 19-14 for 33 points. Patrick is 33. Interesting scenario.
It's almost like they know what's coming sometimes.
No Matthew Judon on this drive. Taking up on the last offensive play of the prior drive. 2nd and 9. Pressure picked up for now. Nothing open. Mahomes going to take off. And sprint his way to a first down at the 25-yard line.
Money man Mahomes.
16 for a guy who always had just enough speed to get the job done.
They tried for the double move on the outside with the speedster, Xavier Worthy. Here he is. And he's going to give a little dip and try and go by. Mahomes with the pump fake wasn't there, so what the heck with it? I'll just go get another first down. Why not?
Carson Steele.
Hard runner.
To the 18-yard line. I love stories like Steele, guys who weren't going to make the roster and go from Ball State and Muncie to UCLA for a year, and now here you are starting with Mahomes and Kelsey. And and the champs, but his personality is just starting to come out. He's starting to feel more himself. You have to really pull back and realize what's happening in his life in a short period of time.
When he walks in our meeting room with that hair, and it's like, okay, we don't have to work too hard to bring out this personality.
If you're down those red sleeves on the street for Atlanta back into the lineup. When Yamana's got a hand on Steele, that's a very close to the first down. At the 16-yard line.
It's that great mix, though. And I thought when Pacheco came into the Kansas City lineup, you know, they had the ability to make those spectacular plays, right? Make plays in the pass, right? But we don't always see now. But to me, what makes a champion is a team that can do both. They can create plays on the outside, they can score long touchdowns. But man, when it gets down and dirty, they can also just line up and just smash it.
Now, time to get it to Travis Kelce.
Shot at the first down, 4 shot at first down. Beg your pardon. Did he play outdoors here today with jerseys all dirty up?
It's better when the front of your jersey is dirty, right, in the back of your jersey. We won't spin him around in a minute. We'll find out how many times we've been put on his back. That looks clean to me.
Yeah, pretty good. David 6, second and 4. The Rice quickly put him right off the corner. That's why A.J. Terrell is one of the top 5 paid corners. Be sure here Rice.
Rice is hurt. Another injury for the Chiefs. They're not going to repeat. Ravens are going to destroy them in the playoffs.
Terrell read it. Got to him. Pulled down Rice.
The Ravens are legit.
He's on all fours. If they're checking him out now, and we'll check on him when we come back.
Okay, ideas, where we going?
I got it.
What about a comedy show?
I see you, I can fight on you.
Oh, I got an idea.
I feel hungry.
Whatever your bag, find it in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th with exclusive savings just for Prime members. You'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Oh, Dak Prescott can't take being heckled.
I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat?
This is what they get for paying this guy, making him the richest quarterback in the NFL. He's awful.
Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on investing right now in you, the American people. And we can chart a new way forward. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
You ready to watch 4 live NFL games at once, Trey? Using NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV with my TV.
So I want all my favorite teams. Yeah. It's a game changer. Watch every game.
Every Sunday.
You know, the NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
All right, here we go. So, Gary, get on the next one.
That feels good. Here's mine.
Maybe we should change it up.
Yeah, I got it.
Here, get loose.
There we go. Daddy's got this.
You got us this far. He was going to finish the drive.
If only there were backups in real life, but at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Let's get back to business.
This is your step to what lots of how to get bigger, better. Team Swoop. Easy looking guy.
Great time for Chiefs fans. Guys up there. Rushy Rice back up. Came on under his own power. To be okay. Out for this snap. It's a big one. 3rd and 7. It's Kelce at the bottom.
The switch right there can do a lot of those guys zone routes as well.
Uh-oh. It's a treat. Across it. Juju steps.
Schuster for the touchdown.
Great call, Chris. Juju Smith-Schuster back with his team. And a great knowledge of all of those routes gets into the end zone of the Chiefs. Complete by him.
It really is something because Rasheed Rice basically had taken over the role of Juju Smith-Schuster, and yet we have seen him so many times. Again, you see the little pick play down the field. I think it was Justin Watson who just got in front of the safety.
A different guy every week.
Speed a little bit. Touchdown Chiefs.
He missed it.
Did not miss an extra point at all.
Now, that was a scripted extra point miss. Kirk is Gamache 22, and the Chiefs are up 22 to 14.
And the flag at the top, Mike, looks like what? Tell them what that looks like. The flag is outside football. Yeah, I see that like football. That's so cool. Now give them your speech. Give them your speech.
That was a scripted extra point miss. I don't give a damn what people say.
Which is really cool. Yeah. And we are seeing women more and more really enjoying the game of football, and that's cool to see.
Going around the country, we saw Pennsylvania, where it's going to become a varsity sport in many more high schools. But Bucker, this is the extra point remaining for one score game, 22-14. This came up with a return. Ray McLeod here to take it back, and Ray gives him a good return, but the flag comes down like at the 33-yard line. Others think they have it, but a team that's desperate for something good to happen. Going to return, a little bit more in the back. Return being 85. Sees Ross Dwelley pick up that penalty. They'll back him up. Chris, when you look at the Falcons offensively, they scored a touchdown to take a 14-7 lead. Midway through the second quarter, after that long 50-yard pass downfield, Bijan Robinson ran in. Since then, they don't have a first down. They've been stymied here. They've lost their way offensively.
Well, and the problem is their core play, that outside zone just has not been working as well. And the plays that have been working have been down the field, and they don't have the protection they once had.
On the throw towards Darnell Mooney. Mooney with a 27-yard run. So on this conversation, Chris, working in the pistol in the first game, now that goes back to what they really could do in the OTAs and when Kirk Cousins couldn't move around. Is there anything they can do out of that to replace some of the stuff they don't have access to right now?
Well, I don't think Kirk Cousins wants that anymore. His bread and butter is really the play action and the bootleg game, and that's where they've created some of their big plays here tonight.
Robinson inside by Bolton. Nick Bolton cuts up. With a tackle for a loss.
I think Bolton's just been big tonight for the Atlanta Falcons, and here he is. He's just been splitting the gaps all night long, and basically been wherever it is the running back wants to run. And
Titans Dolphins could be an obvious game to call, obviously, because of the Mercury Morris number 22 death, and the Dolphins will be 2-2, so they're going to win for their backup quarterback. He fumbled the ball.
Down at the 41-yard line. The official coming in from the top of your screen, moved it down initially. Let's look here. He is hit. Comes out as he hits the ground after the hit. They mark him down at the 41. That will bring. He still has that secure in the crease of the elbow. The third quarter, 2 and in. Kansas City scores 9 in that quarter and leads 22-14. And Sunday Night Football continues from Atlanta after these messages. That was faster, 24/7, right? I'm going to go out.
If I were playing, just tap. Just tap right here. A little Pixels customer. Troy Daigle with those 90 bucks.
Sure.
track your status? Just click.
Super easy to connecting with the mannequins.
It doesn't quite everyone. You're proud.
Scroll, tap, scroll out. Show. Uncrapping. Yeah, the whole thing. For savings and service, get more with Geico. I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. Adventure X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your one?
Welcome back to the broadcast. How did you get here?
I'm a hologram.
Great view. Where are the snacks? This is a broadcast booth.
That's why I can hook you up. I mean, what do you need? Air fryer, pizza oven,
A pick-me-up.
espresso maker. I got you. Check it out.
Oh, Dyson hair dryer.
At Verizon, every phone can be the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. Wow, phones are ready to fly to Verizon. That's right. New and existing customers can trade in any phone in any condition and get iPhone 16 Pro on us. Only on Verizon.
You know what my patients are experiencing. Putting myself in their state of mind. So it's exactly what we do.
If you just take your patient's trust,
There's a message that I have is you don't understand. That is my responsibility. That is my job.
Tomorrow you will see it become.
We deserve the best. We can do with the S and have this on your chest.
Snoop joins the voice tomorrow on ABC and Peacock.
The road takes us from Atlanta to Baltimore next week. We'll see the Ravens, who finally got into the victory column, and Lamar Jackson taking on Josh Allen and the Bills. Under that football from Baltimore, coverage begins with football night.
I can see their first loss against the Ravens.
Fourth quarter begins. Tyler Algier on the toss, running to the left and gained a couple of yards with Nick Bolton in the tackle again.
All right, here we go. Let's show you a little one-name horse who now has been playing left tackle, and I tell you, it's a good sign when we haven't talked about him. All we've been doing is talking about the left tackle position this year, and yet play after play, he has done reasonably well. A couple of pressures, but you can tell overall he was fit back in. I think that knee was doing fine, and he's back to left tackle.
Kansas City has kept the ball for most of the game. This is the 31st play to be run for the Falcons here tonight. It's 29 in the first three quarters. Cousins is complete.
Oh, deflected. 3rd and 7.
In the area was Greg London. Wasn't close to him.
Yeah, and they just absolutely were on different pages there. It looked like Kirk was thinking he was going to run an end cut or something like this, and he got just the opposite of that, moving outside. And so,
And Matthew Stafford is on the Bears. Let's take a look at Matthew Stafford.
he had to bite his lip.
Cousins told us Friday still searching for what the exact connection is with each of these receivers as he continues to work them. From the 44, Donovan throws, passes complete. Moody. It's not a connection with him, that's for sure. Durham Moody's been terrific these couple of games. Helmet off, 39-yard line. Seems to be okay the first.
I think the Falcons will probably score or go for 2.
Because he set up the outside move. You're going to see he's going to go up top, and then that little wiggle. He is so light and quick out there. Not only is he good when he has the ball in his hands, but when he's running these routes, he's doing a great job of making them believe he's going one way and coming back the other.
I think Matthew Stafford will be 13-9 against Chicago Bears. Freemasonry is 139. LA's 13.
With the first hit on Robinson, you mentioned him from the University of Texas, so he went through all of that, being a very built-up running back and a star from his high school days in Arizona, and went to Texas and finished top 5 in their all-time rushing list.
Yeah, I like Jamari Connor. I really
Oh, one more. Travis Kelce scores first touchdown of the year.
in there, that blitzing outside guy that
Will he retire after this year?
But then his pressure coming up the middle to get rid of inside. Ball
of looked like it could have intercepted. Another Chiefs player is down.
The pressure came on the blitz and Drew Tranquil.
Yeah, you're going to see this and then this. You see the Pittsburgh Steelers run this blitz, that cross blitz all the time. And that time, Bijan Robinson just got pulled a little bit on it, thought he could sneak out, and just could not get back to where Tranquil was.
You see Bolton 32 stayed in the game there. Another helmet out for Tranquil to call the signal for Testing. Bolton does that. He stays in. Third center, there's more pressure on Cousins, gets it away. He's going to try to give it to Robinson. He's tangled up with the pressure up front. So Steve Spagnuolo, as he often does, turns up the blitz pressure against the Falcons off the field.
Great call.
Guys, you're going to see the pressure here. What you won't see is the second pressure that comes in behind. This is actually what
Most rigged outcome would be a 42-point game, and the Chiefs win with a game-winning, successful defense against a game-tying 2-point conversion. They're going for a field goal.
Mark for young Wade Q, where the distance becomes a question. 54 yards.
He's a pretty good kicker.
The opportunity to, but not to the big one, that makes this a 5-point game.
Imagine if the Falcons score, get a 2-point conversion, like the Super Bowl score, so 25-22, and the Chiefs win it when they drive down the field, score a touchdown for their 28th points of the game. Cousins is 28 in Gematria.
Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back. Chicken strip. Chicken strip. Chicken strip. The Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich. A beautiful masterpiece.
If you want to know what someone cares about, look who they fight for. Donald Trump plans to give billionaires massive tax cuts and cut corporate taxes by over $1 trillion. Even as they pull in record profits, I will fight to give money back to working and middle-class Americans. More than 100 million Americans will get a tax cut, letting you keep more of your hard-earned money.
FFPAC is responsible for the contents of this ad.
So that's Bears and Rams. Rams will win. I mean, the Rams up to 49ers and the Bears think they can't even keep it a one-score game. Just Rams going to win the game.
Thursday, we'll see Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all across our network. Roof open, great look at this unique place, Mercedes Benz Stadium.
Browns Raiders will be a 50-50.
Get over at their own 30-yard line.
No, I think the Raiders can go for 3-2 against Denver. Denver come out to 32. Raiders win.
Here for Rasheed Rice. Just runs by and runs through that outside shoulder just enough to get Rice into the end zone. And then it is Justin Watson who's going to return the favor for Juju Smith-Schuster just enough to disrupt the covering safety coming the other way. It is the something.
I think I need to look at O'Connell's win-loss record.
game, a good second half. He's there. He's approaching 70 yards on the ground in this game. We're at 70. He's slow to get up here. And he's going to come off to the sideline. Already limited with the number of running backs. Samaje Perine will come in. Deontay Ingram, elevated from the practice squad on Wednesday, is their other running back. Yes, to Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They signed Kareem Hunt to the practice squad.
Take a look at Sam
Ready
Darnold.
to go, but they'll get him in the last to feel this couple weeks. This is Perine at the backfield. That is the 38-yard line. That's third and short. There's the story of all the running backs for Andy Reid this year and the many issues. Pacheco on injury reserve. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the non-football illness list. He's illness the first 4 games, but there is encouraging news on that front. Other than the Chiefs tonight, they think they'll get Edwards-Helaire back perhaps for game 5 of the season when he's eligible to return. Here's 3rd and 2.
Oh, incomplete. They'll get the ball back.
These two safeties are having a night tonight. That was a huge play. Ball perfectly thrown into Travis Kelce, a play he makes all the time. Yet there he is, Jesse Bates, punching that thing out. That was a huge right hook, right across the face, and then stripped down to get the ball out of Kelce's hands. Fantastic.
They're very close there. Third step. Snap pulled down by Ariza. Did a great job to get rid of it. And on the bounce, it's fielded by Andrew Williams. Back in the 10.
Oh, he fumbled. Wow, losers. Atlanta's a loser team. Oh, how could you fumble that? Wow, he wasted that game. How can you fumble that? Get Kelsey a touchdown. Steele can score a touchdown. I think Steele will. Ah, you lucky bastard. You're lucky to be down. That was so close to being a fumble. I think the Packers-Vikings game is, I need to look at the Matt LaFleur record. I don't know why Wikipedia is not loading right. Let me see if it is on my phone. It's so weird. Kevin O'Connell's win-loss record. When breaking down the Bears-Rams game and the record of Matt LaFleur entering the game against the Vikings. The Jets is 24, so does he enter the Jets game with the 24 wins as coach? Or will he get win number 24 against the Jets? I'm tempted to go Vikings on that one. Now, O'Connell.
know that something big going down the field.
The down two starting offensive lineman injured in the game. Jones reaches for his helmet as that pass is by Ray McCloud incomplete.
Did he grab him by the helmet or something?
Jones, and the flag is thrown right in that spot.
No question about it, Chris Lindstrom is going to get his hand underneath the face mask.
Little hands to the face. Offense on the 75.
Should be on 63 Lindstrom for the goal. Yeah, it should be half the distance to the goal, not a loss of down penalty. Hands to the face. We got that right ball marked at the 5-yard line, just outside the 5.
Yeah, what's really hard, Mike, is that outside zone play just stopped working. And so now you're having to go shotgun. Now they're seeing off with the pass rushers, and they're just not equipped right now to get these guys to line.
There's the 15-yard line, gets some space with Tyler out here. They're going to cross the 15-yard line. They'll set up second, now 6 or so. So it's better than it looked after that initial penalty, as Bijan Robinson awaits.
Go right to the line of scrimmage, see if they can trap this bunch off the field.
They do, it's out here. Into the second.
Here they go.
One of the things they want
Now Falcons just come out to 25, so they be going to try to tie the game at to go ahead 25 points.
Out here for the third time for a couple of yards. 30. Profits have only run 38 plays. It's harder to wear them down when you don't have the ball.
Well, and the bigger problem is their bread and butter play hasn't worked great. Steve Spagnuolo and his defense, people have run outside zone at this defense a lot of different times, and they have really good players sitting on the outside. Loftus on one side, and they've got Leo Chanel on the other side. And it's tough to get to that image and to get not being able to cut back deep.
Kyle Pitts, who had the big play for this offense, a 50-yarder in the first half. First down.
Yeah, and let's talk about what they've done with Kyle Pitts. They put him back in line, and when you put a tight end on the end of the line of scrimmage, sometimes the matchups you get are better than when you put him out there as like a wing, because then you might end up with a strong safety. But they're inside like that. Sometimes you get linebackers, and it's a better matchup to take advantage of.
Daryl Hodge, the receiver in the game. Robinson running inside, getting as much as he can on the dive. That's the 41-yard line. We approach 9 minutes left here in a 5-point game.
About this group is when the play takes off, you'll see these linemen just move square and keep their chest painted forward when they're making those plays, and because of that, it's a wider defense that's harder to find those gaps and those cutback plays.
Man, yeah, it was close to losing it.
It's a game of 14, and the Falcons on the move, and the Chiefs is down.
Trank will get just a free shot on Cousins coming around the side. It feels like they've been hitting him almost every time he's released the football. He has sped up a little bit, and now the focus goes to the field.
Thought it was Bolton, just wanted to make sure we had the ID correct. Nick Bolton, who was shaken up earlier. This time will have to come off. So Jack Cochran will come on in his place for Kansas City.
And Jack Cochran's a good player, don't mean anything by it, but Nick Bolton's the quarterback for that defense. And he's the one that so many times tonight, he hasn't blitzed, but his bluffs and his fakes are setting up free runners that are coming off the other edge. And you hope he's okay, because so much of what he does doesn't show up on the stat page, but he does draw attention to himself to set up his teammates.
The 46, Ray McCloud trying to get some blockers, getting the edge, and Ray McCloud stays in back. by his face. The Falcons bench erupts looking for that call. I don't see a flag. I do see a first down for Atlanta.
Great call here by Zach Robinson. And watch Bijan lead this way. Once he got this guy hooked on the edge out there, that was Jamari Connor. That was it. And for Ray McLeod, very close to taking that one the distance. He got his face mask, but I don't think he grabbed it, pulled it, or anything like that.
The twist happened up on the shoulder pad opening. Does it out quick to the edge. Mooney. Great play from the
Wow, what a play.
Justin Reed, the 7-year man out of Stanford.
Boy, Justin Reed has really fit into this defense, hasn't he? We have seen Justin Reed now become a little bit more of that enforcer down around the line of scrimmage with what he does. And Brian Cook a little bit more at the free safety position, but you can tell the impact that Reed has when he gets down amongst those wide receivers on the line of scrimmage.
Chris Dillon Watson out being looked at by the upper training staff. Nazi Johnson in a corner. It is Bijan Robinson on the edge. Taken to the sideline. Talking about a balance right at the 24-yard line here halfway through this final quarter.
Well, remember, it was Nazi Johnson, number 13, who got confused in some way with Drew Tranquil, gave up the easy touchdown to start the game. So you look out there and try and run some motions and some different things.
That's my pizza.
See if you can steal another.
Hits in motion, Reed. Got a jump on that pressure. It's going to be 3rd and 3. It's offside.
Oh, it's a penalty. Uh-oh.
So it will be 3rd and 3.
And he's probably on the corner of your eye. Saw Kyle Pitts take off downfield as well.
So what does this do for you for play calling? 3rd, 3, 5-point game, 6:38 left.
I think you've got to consider it 4 down territory. Maybe short on a guy get a play.
19 from inside in with Robinson, and it's only going to give it a
Yay!
Came up big.
Where's the first down?
We look at the sideline. Raheem Morrison on Youngway 2 to make it a 2-point game.
Now, they already had the 2 plays called. I think they're expecting a little more than that. At least on hard count here, no matter what.
There's Gilman. It's Cousins. He's throwing. It's not looking for the first down at the 11-yard line.
Who was it a week ago with the game on the line that they tried to go to and hit for the touchdown? It was Strickland. It's same sort of thing. Last week he did that little jiggle move and broke out. This time broke in. Big time play. That was well done by Zach Robinson and his team. Had the 2 plays called. They were going for it no matter what, and they banged it.
And first down to 1. Pitch. Bijan Robinson patiently waits for the blocks. Gets right around the 5-yard line. Mark him officially just inside the 7 at the 6.
Really nice job there by Bijan Robinson. That little dip right before he took off for the edge is really what made that play. So here we go, man. This is big time football right here now.
Nick Bolton back in, Jalen Watson back in, playing through the pain for the Chiefs.
Darnell Mooney at the top of your screen up there against Nazi Johnson if they won it.
As it gets to Tyler out here, looking at power inside. It's just through the 5-yard line. Set up 3rd down. Here was 4:40 to go.
Here comes Chris Jones and George Karlaftis back in the game. They turned it into a pass rushing situation.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking Hansford Atlanta is like, where's Bijan Robinson? And they grab him and throw him back in the game. He says on those long drives, it's great to have Algier come in, but if he's one of your best players, this is game winning time here. 3rd and 5. 6 for a touchdown. Pressure comes. Picks up. Touches end zone. Go.
You knew it was going to come. Here comes 6 of them right down the middle. But anything you know about Spagnola is that that was a lot of contact, wasn't it?
By Brian Cook.
I think that's a good no call.
That's not around and didn't have a chance to make a play on the ball. What do you know about that one?
Wait, clock running down. 4th and 5. And look up for it. Pressure comes. Cousins drops it. And it's incomplete. Trying to give it again. With Cook there in coverage. Drake London, the intended receiver. Atlanta eschews the opportunity.
Chiefs get the ball back.
A 2-point game. And they get about the down 5 with 4:04 to go.
I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow. How do you feel? How do you want to feel?
New head coach
Think about us. We beat the odds.
and new assistant.
The Google, I mean, I'll tell you right, because you decide the outcome.
Must-win game.
No, we decide the outcome.
Game, vision, and a car that always delivers.
I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow.
The all-new 2020.
Vinizios. What's Vinizios?
Yeah.
You're going down today.
Hey, how about we come over there with some ice cold Coronas and you?
All likelihood, Chiefs should beat the 49ers. I don't think they're losing against San Francisco. Could they lose against the Chargers?
What's Danny doing?
Herbert's out due to injury. I don't know about that anymore. I don't know what Vinizios is. I get Barrows pizza. Barrows.
Ready to watch 4 live NFL games at once, Jay? Using NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV with multi-view.
So I watch all my favorite teams?
Yep.
It's a game changer. We watch every game.
Every Sunday.
I think after some tough ones in the afternoon, action of games, Chiefs were a good rebound.
NFL Plus. This is what it feels like to be a winner on the board.
I love pressure music.
Before we talk about country, I know what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada.
Home country.
I need some pictures. You better watch out, little missy.
The Phillies through tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Tonight's SNF sites provided by Nationwide. Stars Bobby Dodd Field with this Milo here. For Georgia Tech plays their one football game. Plenty of star moments right on that field. Georgia Tech lost to Louisville. They've got one game coming up against Duke this week. Georgia Tech and the Falcons a mile apart. From the 6, with 4 minutes to go, it's Steele with the run for a couple of yards. 2 plays ago before this was the 3rd down.
Now they got to run the play action. Take the run, get the first down, kill off the game.
Kirk's going to get his back turned, and Pitts is going to go right back through him, trying to catch the ball. Contact well before, no question. That should have been a penalty, and Falcons ball on the 1-yard line.
I don't think they've showed Taylor Swift once tonight. I'm surprised they didn't.
The first down / touchdown on the field goal there. 7-8, Mahomes has to scramble, taking off, looking back towards Kelsey. He runs instead to the 14-yard line. That little fake of a pitch. Kelsey was, of course, in that direction when he made the wide choice.
Well, when
But here we are. The Chiefs had to win because all the money's on the Chiefs to win the 3P. There's no way they're going to lose the game tonight.
Here's playing the game right now. Empty backfield.
Carson Steele comes back 32. Mahomes milks the clock down. from the pocket. He throws incomplete.
Oh, wow.
And a race over there, they cannot connect, and the Falcons
Falcons are still in the game.
figure it out and stay in this one.
I'm going to give you a big old I don't know on this one. I think Worthy was supposed to keep going across the field and he stopped. And it just blew Mahomes, and that's one of the problems. You know, these rookies are trained. Hey, you're open, sit down. You see Kelsey do it. But that was not the right time to sit down. That was great coverage.
Instead, last time, they pressure Arians against a high kickoff. Avery Williams, American.
Let's see if Captain Kirk can do it again.
Down that line. The 8-yard line.
So the Eagles stopped the Falcons. The game wasn't over.
Six accepted.
Saquon dropped it. The Falcons did get another chance, and they drove down.
Play catch.
Now, here, after a missed fourth down, the Falcons get another chance. Will the second opportunity be successful or not? We have to find out.
Both sets of fans have a very familiar feeling. The first two Chiefs games have come down to the final play. The Falcons had a 6-play, 70-yard drive with 1:05 left in Philadelphia on Monday. And here we are, fighting time again.
Well, bottom line is you either run the football at this time or you throw it quickly. With the pressure packages and the inability to pick it up, Kirk Cousins has to get it out of his hands. They're so big, we got to get it plays here.
From the 35, Cousins, Hudson throws it. McDuffie goes up and makes a terrific play to break it up. There's a penalty marker on the opposite side of the field in the second. It's going to be on the Chiefs. On Jawari Butler.
All right, and then McDuffie on the other side, who's as good as there is in the league right now. He is just a fantastic player.
The wrong number, I see where he was, but it was not much space there. From the 40, on first down, Cousins rips it. Trick one, he needs a dozen. 48, first down as we close in on the 2-minute warning.
Just as they scripted it, Chiefs don't run out the clock. Now we have an even game here.
These guys on the field, but you also have Mahomes on the other side. You don't want to leave their time. It shouldn't work out.
He went in before the 2, Cousins throwing, incomplete.
Well, they throw a flag there. They don't call the flag on fourth down, but they do call some penalties to make up for it to help the Falcons on this drive.
That's a gain of 16 as we get to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go again. Yes.
Move that flag back up down to the 37-yard line. Where the Falcons will have it with 1:56 to go. Atlanta trying to come back late and win for the second week in a row. The Chiefs will have a third game to start the season. Come down to the final snap.
Did you know Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company? They're one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. I'm also Peyton Manning.
It's lovely, Peyton.
Did you show me
Peyton Manning.
Peyton.
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 Great work.
Thank you. For your insurance and financial needs, Peyton, Nationwide is on your side.
With Bud Light, it's easy to watch NFL.
Falcons is 25, obviously. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion that would give the Falcons 25 points. Kirk is 22. The Chiefs scored 22 points in the game. They travel to SoFi next week. SoFi 22. The Chiefs have scored 22 points this game. If Mahomes loses, His 23rd regular season game, the Atlanta GA, Georgia abbreviation is Camacho 23. Could the 19th completion put the Chiefs up if they score? Put the Falcons up if they score too soon? The first repeat in 19 years occurred the previous NFL season. The Monday, the Week 4 predictions will be released on Monday. I think Monday night. You can see it Tuesday, Wednesday before Thursday night football.
You cannot go to work on patients. Everything's a bit different. There's a message about that is stubborn, unapologetic. Why should you go in? You just pursue the best quality, so.
That Rams game was crazy. 49ers 1-2.
Yeah, and you're going to see right here, position had on the outside by Trent McDuffie. Barry McLeod runs into him.
The so-called Super Bowl hangover affecting the 49ers.
He was back pedaling, trying to put enough air on it for Drake to go get it.
Whoa, that one had a chance to go the distance right there, and that will get the attention of Steve Spagnuolo. He got stacked in behind Najee Johnson, and that ball needs to be up in the air where London, this big receiver, can go get it.
Second and 10, Mooney in motion. Mooney's got it. Got blocking out in front of him, but he can't get to it. He's pulled down. I'm watching what they say. It's a horse collar.
A horse collar what? You can't make this stuff up.
The hand was definitely inside the back of the shoulder pads.
Yeah, that's what I call a horse collar.
That is the third first down by penalty on this drive. Earlier, we showed you one against Shamari Connor. We showed the back end of the play. It happened at the line of scrimmage. That was a correct call. Second one, questionable. That one pretty clear. First down to 22.
We know Steve Spagnuolo well. This is the point, the time, and the point on the field where anything goes. A lot of pressure coming here.
Wow, what kind of play call was that? You're supposed to go forward, but you're going backwards. They eat up a wide receiver screenplay. Wow.
That was spectacular by Najee Johnson to break right through the block on the outside and make that one. That's tremendous. And wrap up those legs.
What do you have Kirk Cousins for? Make him throw downfield.
These big receivers have to make a play in the middle of the field. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, give them a chance up high.
Oh, he missed the tackle.
This is why you have those big receivers and there's
I wouldn't use the timeout there, but
just let him box out, let him get rebound position.
get organized,
Rebound in his whole life. Just
make
box
another
out,
play
go
call.
right there, and then you shake a tackle and
You have it inside the 15. Might as well use some clock. You can use the timeout at any point inside a minute.
Time there, but he's 6'4", Pitts is 6'6".
Yeah, London, we've seen him in school dunking every kind of which way. I mean, that's what you've got. Kyle Pitts, you've got Drake London, you've got size mismatches down the field. Take advantage of it. Plus, you need to get the ball out of your hand quickly anyway. The 3rd and 1 here first.
Kansas City's got their timeouts. Don't like to try to preserve some time to get the ball back. If Atlanta picks up the first down. There is the roadhouse here inside. Coaches indicating to the officials on their side, timeout. We'll see who gets it. We'll also see the spot, too. That's important. It is short.
Oh, he's short.
4th and a half a yard.
You know, the other part of this, Mike, is you've got a quarterback in Kirk Cousins who's coming off the Achilles, so the old push, and some of those things. Same thing with Mahomes. He got hurt on a sneak one time, so you at least get to eliminate one play.
The left is watching the monitor and listening to you because Andy's credited with the timeout. He's pointed over 8 balls. He called one, too. Didn't you see that? It is charged to Kansas City, so as you saw, they're down to 2. But if this is the play, it's 4th and inches here. Back to the spot here. Nowhere near that 12-yard line they needed to get. Right around half a yard is what they need. Both Robinson and here in the backfield. Cousins. Robinson. Stopped in the backfield by Bolton.
Play was eaten up by the Chiefs.
Earlier in this, get some snaps in the 4th. Bolton comes up with a big play.
51 seconds are left. Falcons come on to 51 seconds left on the clock.
All night long. Sitting behind the line of scrimmage, deciphering what's going on, and when everything's on the line, getting across the line of scrimmage, shooting the gap, and beating the running back there. A fantastic game tonight by Nick Bolton.
And we'll close it out for Kansas City. All they need to do to wrap this up with sitting on 2 timeouts here. On the Falcons, 51 seconds. Mahomes needs to kill some time just to make sure he does now. As Atlanta takes that first timeout, 45 seconds. The lead breaking, which is need to line up.
Chiefs will be able to run this clock out without getting a field goal.
The last 2 Atlanta drives, they turn it over on downs in the red zone. And will come up short in all likelihood.
I mean, the tough part about it is this is a really good running team. With the injuries on that offensive line, it's a tough decision, right? They've got tremendous backs, no doubt about it. And yet, because they know Cousins isn't going to sneak it, you're not having to crash in on the center position the way you would ordinarily do there. They try to go outside. The Chiefs were anticipating that. And Nick Bolton, as he always is, Johnny on the spot.
Steve Spagnuolo's defense comes up with the big play. What else is new? Timeout left, 45 seconds. Mahomes lose some time there. Took an awkward slide as he comes down. 41 seconds remaining as Atlanta uses its final timeout. Again, the Falcons will have 2 offensive linemen.
39 total points in the game.
That left knee, that was a weird.
Arizona 39.
He is still shaking that knee.
Just got a trap there, that left.
Yeah, he fell awkwardly on his knee right there.
And then the twist.
Completely avoidable, too.
There he was as the coach came out to Gatorade for the players. Right out of timeouts, Kansas City goes to LA to play the Chargers. Take the knee here. 40 seconds. Clock synced up, and that will do it. We'll perfectly manage using the time there to make sure that they didn't even have to punt it. And Kirk Cousins and the Falcons could get a touchdown in that second half, and they will come up 5 points short. With the injuries to their offensive line, and New Orleans coming in.
Caveat emptor, the Chiefs are not going to three-peat. I can wholeheartedly guarantee they will not. By design, they're supposed to begin 3-0. They're supposed to be the unanimous team to back in the futures market. It ain't happening.
1917 and Chevrolet post games coming up right after these messages.
These guys are 3-0. They're gonna be on top of the conference. If Buffalo loses tomorrow, I'm just saying. I'm not saying Buffalo are gonna lose, but they are on top of the conference. If Buffalo lose, that Bills Chiefs game have lots of implications. But here, the Chiefs are the undisputed favorite to win the 3-peat. Something that has never been done in the history of the Super Bowl era. It's only been done in 1929, 1931, the Packers, and it was done from 1960. 1965 to 1967 was the basically first two Super Bowls and the was it the Ice Bowl or was it? Well, okay, the Ice Bowl was the NFC Championship game. The NFL Championship was the NFC Championship. So that was the 1966, I think, 1967. The Ice Bowl, Cowboys, Packers.
We all know Carrie Lake. She lies about everything. Because to Carrie, there's no limit to what she'll say to gain power. She lied then.
I am the duly elected governor.
And she's lying now.
When will the Chiefs lose their first game? That's a great question. They will definitely beat the 49ers.
Carrie Lake lying to us only out for herself. I'm living Gallego, and I approve this.
Hopefully a Raider, Derek Carr, beats these guys.
He's brave, honorable. Early on our deployment, we were pushing down a river road. Squads on both flanks. Reuben's on point. Spots an ambush. As his commander would say, I'm a little skeptical. Just then an RPG lands between us. Reuben didn't drop his pack.
Chiefs play some garbage teams in December, November, late November, December. After the Bills, they face off against the Panthers, the Raiders. Chargers would be a good one. And then they get the Browns and the Texans.
Welcome to the Chevrolet postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Chiefs remain one of the 5 unbeaten in the NFL, joining the Steelers, Vikings, and Seahawks at 3-0. The Bills play tomorrow night at 2-0. Kansas City wins 22-17 here in Atlanta. Our players of the game, Patrick Mahomes, get low yardage numbers, 2 touchdowns, and picked one of those touchdowns to Rasheed Rice, who had his career best night. Big play, who comes up with a huge play at the end, and that trio is standing by now with Melissa.
Chiefs head coach Andy Reid telling us he's getting too old for the stress of these close games. Patrick, how did you pull this one out?
Yeah, I think it was a team effort. I mean, that's how this season's been.
All right. Well, thank you for joining. And what's next week's Sunday night game?
We saw you slide there at the end. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it turned got me, man. I was trying to just take a knee and my foot got stuck, but I'm all good. I'm just never going to win.
And talking about battling it out, Nick, I mean, you came out of the game, you have your back worked on, and then the game-saving play. Walk us through that.
Oh, Bills Ravens is on Sunday. Yeah, that'll be great. Well, anyway. I'll definitely be here on Sunday. The Bills and the Ravens. We see what goes down in that game. It doesn't matter if the Ravens win or lose. They same record with the Jaguars. If they do, it doesn't matter. But it's going to be a situation where Ravens next Sunday.